There are some conditions for the place of sleeping. The place that person sleep in it should be fearless. It is most important condition. Without enemy, without any insect, without wild animals. They should be kept away. The smell of the air should be good. A bad smell causes bad sleeping. The space should be dark because we believe that a spirit is a luminous creature and like the light. If you turn a light on, waking will happen. Unless in conditions that a person fear from absolute darkness. So we permit a little light to eliminate the fear. Of course, the silence is a condition for sleeping. Bed should be soft. Sleeping on hard bed cause dissolving of the muscle, cause tension, cause pain in the body, and is not recommended for a good sleep. And sleeping on a hard bare earth also is forbidden, especially without barrier. Sleeping without barrier on earth, especially on wet earth, cause paralysis, cause the loosening of spinal cord and brain, and some nervous system disease will happen if person sleep on a bare earth, especially without clothes, with direct touching of skin with the earth. It is not recommended. And sleeping on the petals, especially rose petals, weakening the power of intercourse. The sexual desire is weakening by rose petals. A cotton or wool bed is proper, a cotton filled bed, and a blanket is necessary even in summer, even in warm air. Of course, the warmness and coldness of the air should balance for a good sleeping, but even in warm air, in warm climate, a thin blanket is necessary, because in sleeping, a spirit goes toward the inside, and the peripheral of body will be defenseless against coldness. By a small wind, we have feeling irritation, we have some pain, some distemperament that make the person awaken, and it is not recommended to sleep without blankets. So even a thin cotton blanket is recommended for a good and continuous, without disturbing sleep. If you remember, sleep should be continuous, should be deep, and should be in moderate amount. There are some position condition based on the food that person consume, or based of the strength of digestion. In a person with strong digestion, for example for athletic person, or in a person who used to little food, supine position is okay for sleeping, and the person who drink cold water right before sleep should sleep at supine position for warming the spinal cord that is very susceptible to coldness and needs warmness of the bed to become warm. Other persons should begin sleeping at one side. A person with moderate eating, with moderate amount of eating, can sleep at the right side at the beginning to the end of sleep. And a person with full belly who wants taking help from sleeping to digest his or her food, most of sleeping should be at left side. 1 or 2 minutes at the right side, and then turn to the left side for a long time to the end of first digestion stage. And then the person can turn to the right for the remainder of the sleep. Of course, it is recommended to not going to bed immediately after the eating. The distance between sleep and eating should be at least 1 or 2 hours to the end of digestion stage 1, but there are some persons with weak digestion who needs sleep for helping their digestion, because in sleep, if you remember, the spirit going toward inside, and more warmness, more innate heat will be at the inside.